Just really excited about the team. I think we've been working really hard on trying to put all components of the game together. So it's good to see pitching and defense and offense working together. And really proud of some of the freshmen stepping up. And they've been pretty consistent all along. But this weekend was a lot of fun to see them get after it.
For Jason, he 2 home runs today. Is it all just coming together for her now, hitting over 500 as well for the season?
Yeah, I wouldn't say all coming together. I think she's been on fire since she got here, and so at some point we'll hit a little bit of a lull, and I think as a freshman you start to get people don't know much about you, and then they start to scout you, and then that comes into mindset. So, but she's pretty level-headed, and she's an old soul, so just really like how she's been coming to work every day. She's got a very professional mindset.
Michaela said she had never hit a walk-off before today. Gets 2 of them one day.
Yeah.
It's funny how the sport works sometimes.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I think that she's just worked really hard, and she pours a lot into the pitchers, and so a lot of times people don't realize how much energy it takes to really work on relationship with the pitchers and defend and hit at the same time. So I know she was pretty gassed and gave her all for the 6 games.
How important is it to see those freshmen really stepping up and having such a dominant role, especially so early on here in the season?
I think it's really refreshing in the sense that when we graduate some really impactful players and some experience, and then know that you have some really good talent coming in, you just don't know how long it'll take for it to get comfortable. And so I think where Issa and Jason have gotten comfortable in the box and defending at the same time, and I'm going to think that that's a lot of our upperclassmen allowing them to be comfortable and then start to really, feel good about being vulnerable and, making mistakes and bouncing back. And they've just been really good as a unit right now.
I know. Okay.
It's just to say, it's no joke. The ball was flying out of the park today. Just how good was that to just see those girls slinging it?
Yeah, it was awesome. The flag was like, I was like, oh, one of those days for rise balls. But yeah, no, I think that we've been hitting, really well this whole time. And we knew our experience was going to be in the offensive side, and it was just a matter of can we sustain that, and then can we work on the other pitching and defense. And I think we're slowly building the blocks on the pitching defensive side. So yeah, impressed on both sides.
So obviously you guys were down 3-1 pretty late into game 1. Then you came back, blew them out 8-0 game 2. What do you think was the biggest key in that offensive shift later on in game 1?
Yeah, well, I think I think they opened with a kid that we weren't really expecting, and so sometimes when you go with plan A and maybe plan B, and you got to get to your plan C, and just not let frustration be a part of it. So I think we stuck with it. I knew today we would be a little mentally tired just from the 3 days, getting after it. So it just takes a spark in the dugout, some people to keep giving energy. And that was the biggest thing is can we keep giving energy and have really good at bats? And, it was pretty big. Hal was a big swing. There were some really good swings for us, and they just, keep fighting. And we've seen that all along.
How nice was to get those 6 games in, not have to worry about weather, and just play, 2 games in and get doubleheaders in.
Yeah, losing game to Tennessee down there, this was a good weekend for us to be able to pick up another game. But yeah, this time of year, it's just nice to give other looks, try to figure out positioning, lineup, pitchers. So, I think for that part of it, it's nice. Of course, you like the wins, but on the other side, we just got to build our team, and we just got to slowly build our team in the month of February, and that's what we're doing right now.
Harp had a nice triple in the 1 innings. How nice to get her some at-bats as well.
Yeah, definitely. When you got people coming off the bench producing, you got people in the lineup producing, it's a really good problem to have as a coaching staff. We probably sit down for 30 to 40 minutes for every game and just really try to make sure that we got opportunities for our future, opportunities for matchups, and then opportunities to develop right now. So, got to think about the big picture. And so, yes, this weekend was good for us in that.
Coach, we've seen Allison Roldy really come in and kind of shut some of these games down. Has she really stepped up into a leadership role for you?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think, she would probably be the senior leader in the sense that, she had experience at ASU, a little experience last year. But I think the biggest thing with Allison is she's really worked on being the strongest mentally and physically, stayed here over summer, did everything she needed to do to be the person to maybe get the load of innings and try to figure out how to combat power hitting, slap hitting, lefties, righties, and she's done a really good job of that. So she does give us a chance to utilize her in the longer innings if we need to.
Anything else? So you guys obviously have the Jane Sanders Classic coming up, going up to Oregon and Washington especially, very good teams. What's the mindset going into another classic like that?
Yeah, game 1, Mount St. Mary's. That's the mindset. Knowing how to travel cross country, that's another one. Can we get on East Coast time, stay on East Coast time when we get over there? Battle a little bit of the weather and elements, right? Traveling is always a good thing to adversity is going to be a big part of it. And then we know that game 1, but we have 4 games over there in 2 days. So again, just like this, we're going to be exhausted when it comes to, Washington and Oregon, and can we really click that mindset and be about it? And that's going to be a challenge for us, and really excited. Oregon, Washington are great clubs. Played there before. It's a tough place to play. I think the elements will be tough for us at the same time, so I look forward to the adversity.
Perfect.